set of movements that are going to be working the core. But before we begin, let's loosen up a little bit. So roll your shoulders up and back a few times, let your head relax, and then bring them in the opposite direction. Nice. Give a little shake of the arms, a little relaxed movement into the neck. Take a nice breath in through your nose and a big sigh out through your mouth. Beautiful. We'll start with some sun breaths to open up the lungs, get things warmed up. So bring your arms down by your sides. On your inhale, sweep your arms out and up, reach overhead. And exhale, bring it back down by your side. We'll do 2 more of those. Inhale out and up. And exhale all the way down. These are great ways to just open up the lungs, the breathing capacity, inhaling up and exhaling down. So we're going to bring the arms up once again. This time interlace the fingers. Let the pointers point up. And if this is too much for your shoulders, if you can't really reach nice and high, you might just rest your hands on the top of your head. Just stack them there. But if you are reaching up, allow your shoulders to relax down as you extend up through from the elbows, up through the fingertips. Draw the navel in ever so gently, and then take a lean over to the side. And as you lean and hold, you want your feet rooted down, you want your sits bones rooted down, and you want to extend through the top arm. You might let the gaze turn up, the neck would like that, or you might let the gaze go down towards the floor. That sometimes feels nice. Wherever it is, see if you can keep everything relaxed, shoulders relaxed, neck relaxed. So we're opening up the right rib cage here, the intercostal muscles between the ribs, making space for our breath. Inhale, come back up. And on the exhale, we'll take it to the other side. So reaching up to lengthen and then coming over to the right. Again, the feet are rooted, hips are facing forward. And the lean is a nice lateral lean, stretching through the left ribs this time. You can play with the gaze, maybe let the gaze go down towards the hip or the floor, or maybe you bring it forward, or maybe you turn it up. And you can play with anywhere along that path, whatever feels good. And then bring it all the way back up, bring the arms down. Take a roll of the shoulders, a bobble of the head, just getting rid of any tension. And then we'll move into a twist. So lengthen up, draw the navel in, take your right hand on your left thigh and your left hand either to the side of the chair or the back of the chair. So the seat, the back end of the seat. Sit nice and tall, take a twist to your left, and imagine that you're pressing the crown of the head up towards the ceiling, almost as though you're trying to get the top of your head to touch the ceiling, making some extension happen in the spine. Keeping the knees facing forward and letting the rotation happen above the waist, the low ribs, mid ribs, and shoulders. And the final part of the twist can be the head. So you can let the head turn to face the back shoulder, if your neck will support that. And once you are at the end of your twist, as far as you can comfortably bring yourself to go, just begin to breathe nice full breaths. So when we make these twists, we're working the core muscles rather than pulling ourselves into the twist. We're using these muscles that support our torso, our core muscles, to help the twist happen. So bring your awareness there and see if you can feel the effort of those muscles. Big deep breaths. And then come back to center. And we'll move it to the other side, left hand on right thigh, right hand either on the side or the back of the seat of the chair. Find a nice tall spine, always trying to press that head up to the ceiling. And then take a rotation using those core muscles to let the turn happen. Breathing, always breathing. You never want to leave that breath behind. It's so important. And then bring yourself back to center. So we've moved and stretched a bit, so we're going to start working into the core area. So bring your feet about as wide as the legs of the chair. Stack your fists, straighten your arms, and imagine that you have a big spoon in the middle of a great big pot, and you're going to stir that pot, staying rooted through the low body, engaging your abdominals. We'll lean forward and then start big circles. So you want to be sure that you're engaging your abdominals, drawing the navel in, drawing the low ribs in and up to your heart, and even lifting the pelvic floor, engaging what we call the Mula Bandha. It's an energy lock at the base of the pelvic floor. Next time you're reaching forward, switch and reverse your circles. Keep the arms straight if you can. Let all this action be working the muscles around your torso. And then slowly bring it back to stillness. Beautiful. Bring your feet back in. And we're going to do some crunches. So we're going to take the opposite knee and opposite elbow together. So we're going to lift and lift and just moving from side to side. In order to make this happen, you want to protect your back. You want to engage those energy locks, draw the navel in, draw the low ribs in and up, and lift the pelvic floor. Always taking a break if you need to. Trying to stay as tall as you can. So 2 more on each side. 1 and 2. Great. And bring your hands down by your sides. So now we're going to do another core work. So we're going to bring our legs up and bring our legs wide. So if you have slippery pants on, we'll see how I do here. You might start slipping when we start this action. Bring your arms out to the side. So if you find that you're slipping forward on your chair, you might just bring your hands down and hold yourself while you work only the legs. We're going to attempt this with both arms and legs. So sitting nice and tall. Pressing the crown of the head up to the ceiling, drawing the navel in. We're going to crisscross and open, and then opposite on top and open. You can go nice and slow. So we're working the muscles in our legs, our quadriceps, these big muscles here, and we're working our core, building a little heat. So 3 more, 1 and 2. And 3, and then bring everything down. So if you had found yourself slipping and I just started to feel myself going off to the side, you can always stop, readjust yourself, get yourself back settled in the chair. Beautiful job. Take a nice breath in through your nose and a big sigh out through your mouth. So we're going to do a couple of rounds of cat and cow. Bring your hands to your thighs, maybe close to your knees, and then take a little lean, bend at the elbow, lift the heart and the gaze, draw the shoulders back. On your exhale, straighten the arms as if you're trying to push your knees away, round your back and tuck your chin. Letting everything move forward and back. Letting it be as intense, as deep as feels good for you. And if you find that one particular pose, maybe the cow pose with the heart lifted, feels really yummy, you can stay there. Or if you feel really nice when you're stretching your back, rounding your back, tucking your chin, you might stay there. Always being in touch with how these postures feel in your own body. And then come to neutral. So we're going to do 5 rounds of sun salutations. 3 of them will be what I call plain, and the fancy ones will be at the end. We'll add twists, okay? So with the feet about hip width distance apart, bring your hands down by your side. So find a comfortable place for the distance we're going to be taking forward fold. So you want to have room for your belly as you fold forward. So inhale, the arms up overhead. And exhale, come to cactus arms. Inhale, take a lean about halfway. Draw that navel in, root down through the legs. Exhale, glide your hands to your knees. Reach the heart forward. Glide the hands to the ankles. Turn the head down. On your inhale, straighten your arms. Lift your torso. Reach the crown forward. Nice long spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse. Root down to rise up. All the way up. Exhale, hands through heart center and back by your sides. 2 more plain. Inhale up and exhale to cactus. Inhale, lean and exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine, and exhale, fold. Inhale, root down to rise, all the way up. Exhale the hands through heart center and back by your sides. Last plain one. Inhale up and exhale to cactus. Inhale, lean. And exhale, fold. Inhale, long spine. And exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse. All the way up. Reach, 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 reach. Exhale the hands through heart center and back by your side. So we will be adding a twist. Inhale, up. And exhale to cactus. Inhale, lean. And exhale, fold. Inhale to that long spine. Exhale, take your left hand down to the ground, right arm out to the side. Take a twist. And then bring it back on your inhale. Switch hands. Take that twist to the other side. Inhale back to center. And exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse. Bring it all the way up. And exhale the hands through heart center and back by your sides. Okay, last one. Inhale up. And exhale, cactus. Inhale, lean. And exhale, fold. Inhale to the long spine. Exhale, left hand down, right arm out and twist. Inhale back to center, switch hands. Exhale, twist. Inhale back to center. And exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse, bring it all the way up. And exhale the hands to the heart. So with the hands pressing at the heart, thumbs against the sternum. Back of the neck long, spine long. You might just pause and notice and feel how this series of movements left its imprint on your body, on your mind, on your breath. A beautiful way to get the body warmed up, to open things up through the side bends and the twists, and to work a little bit of those core muscles that are so essential to balance and to stability. So if you practice this brief little series of movements a couple of times a week, I think you'll see a big difference in your overall sense of stability and strength. So have a wonderful day. Namaste.